Be
You're live.
live.
Hey, how you guys doing? This is my friend John. Hi, John.
Hi, Kamil.
Hello, Camille. Hey, just getting extra light here. So, good day in the markets. Bitcoin's up a little. Um, I was just drawing around on charts, and I see that we're kind of like at the top of a channel, a very important channel. Do you want to see it, perhaps?
Why not?
Why not? Okay, cool.
Yep.
You
Why not?
probably know what I'm talking about here. Um, this is the 3 day Bitcoin to the dollar, and notice the green channel here. Just a
Oh,
second.
I know what I need to do because I remember every time you show me this, I can never see it. But watch, if I make it big, I, I can see it better. Yep.
What about now?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so where we are is at the make or break point here, and it's the third touch actually. Because look, here in August we tried, then failed and took to the bottom, and this kind of created the boundaries of the channel, right? Then the second attempt was in April, and finally now in November. And I also drew another channel, a descending one. So I took this point here. This is Bitcoin at 64. This is the 2021 all-time high. Then I took this shoulder, let's say, a very important pivot point, the 48K. And from there, I extended the channel to the all-time high, the 69. Then I was looking, how does this play into where we are now? So we've basically broken out of this channel because this is the one. And I think I will mark it a different color. Let's make it red. Let's make it thicker. So, oh, I'm sorry. This one right here. Okay, see that the red thick channel? We've broken out of it, and we're about to perhaps break out of this green one. So the next logical thing is you stack a channel. So the red thick one is duplicated here, and I made another one on top with the current limiting price on the upside at 46K, right? So I'm thinking either the midline, which is 41 roughly, or the top, which is 46, 45. This is just basic charting. Okay. Now, if we fail, there's a decent chance for that because if you look at the indicators, they're showing some bearishness on the 3 day stochastic RSI. Failing here. If we lose this point, I don't know. Then the true high on the RSI itself was on November 9th. Now the price is higher, but RSI is lower. KDJ also showing bearish divergence, and Fisher not so strong here. So that's my comment on the current state of things. What do you see, and what can you say, John?
I sent it out to the group there earlier, but on the 1 day, we're still in this rising wedge that just we keep trading within this area here, and we got a nice curve on the one. Like if you would go to the 1 day, I love the
Oh, I see.
scholastic. I love the curve that we got currently on the scholastic. Like I love that.
Oh,
Uh,
right here?
and I love the curve the RSI is performing, the crossover,
Here?
the cup up on the KDJ. So like the only one that really looks super weak to me is the Fisher.
Hmm.
The rest of them are really kind of showing some momentum there.
Yeah, let me highlight this. I also see that, and
I love
it's
that curve.
it's like a tug of war between the 1 day and the 3 day. Uh, Obviously, the 1 day is a shorter time frame, so things will translate over time into the higher time frames. If you see this, perhaps breaking out to the upside is an option, as you
Well,
see.
I mean, for now, I have it going to around 39.4. Um,
Okay.
And again, that's just really taking that whole channel. It's almost like a bullish microphone, not completely, but if you would just take it from where we peaked there at that 34, and it's almost like a bullish microphone setup type deal, you know,
Okay.
in a sense. Now, again, I have it somewhere around 39.4 for today, but
So
yeah,
if I go
uh-huh.
like, and then let's say here is another one, and we go like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So this is kind of like an inverse bullish microphone. We're getting ready to come to the,
Perhaps.
there's your blow horn. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
um, but again, of course, I had it riding a little higher than that. Where you had that. Um, but we're also squeezing out of this, not a parallel channel, but horizontal channel. So like even if you would just take like a horizontal channel from that tops there we're really starting to try to squeeze out of them as well, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just get these things out the way. You can always redraw them easily. Um, let's say what this would be the bottom.
Uh
You're trying to see that here.
yeah, I had it if it had to hold 36,000 on this last pullback, and
Okay. Okay.
and
Right.
it came to I think 36,200 or something of that nature. And so you see this squeeze in here, and we're getting ready to take out that whole zone.
Yeah.
So if we take out that whole zone right now, 39.3 psychological 40,000. But just like we had in our last video, 44 keeps talking to us, and 42 completes the inverse head and shoulder setup on the weekly. So uh, right now, I look at that as like a stop point. 44 looks like a stop point to me. But 40 will create a fight, and that's where you make that note of all these different indicators that are fighting back and forth. And like, if you could go back to that 3 day, Camille, I want the one thing that sticks out to me is that the cloud is narrowed, starting to really narrow, and we've anticipated what we call a pump and a dump for Christmas cash, and
Hmm.
this is like a perfect setup for it to me.
Okay.
You see everything trying to pump. And when you're looking at this, it's like looking at the total market cap too, because the total market cap is exactly the pretty much same setup. We're fighting at the very top at 1.4 trillion. If we reject there, we're probably will come back down another 30% or another 15, 20%. So in the same sense,
Hmm.
this leaky faucet type setup, and I still can't get over it. I keep seeing it.
Yeah.
It's too rounded.
It is round. It is rounding. It's showing weakness. You don't
Yeah.
like those curves when you're bullish. You don't like that curve. You like the other curve. Um, you
Well, it
like the
just
one.
tells you big money. It just tells you that big money is really keeping the prices up, and you're waiting for the minnows, like people like me and you, to come in to come in here and grab it. So they're going to that. This is when you start to see charts like this. This is what you call artificial risings.
Mhm.
It looks too artificial to me.
Right, right. And I see some buying pressure here with the long wicks. Also selling pressure. There's a lot of money stepping in here. I think, like not a lot, but this is on purpose. So you got those wicks absorbing the price, and how long can it go? I mean,
Yeah,
probably
exactly.
a long. Yeah, yeah, right.
And I
Um,
mean, we talked in our last video or a video or two ago, where we could see it coming up to that, 1.8 level or something of that nature. And here's the kicker still is everybody's still so held up on, this, but we're nowhere near. Like if you would apply, okay, so like
yeah,
you go on the daily and you apply your 50 and 200s on the ETH Bitcoin. There's
sure.
nothing signifying that we are nowhere near a breakout here,
Okay.
and it gives you another reason to think, okay, this is all kind of like an absorption phase. We're just kind of keeping prices up. I think really they're just waiting for the ETF approval, to be honest with you. Now, the dollar is down a lot. It lost that 103, which was uber key to hold if to keep strangling these assets.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, you just look at the 50 and the 200, and then the only thing that's our saving grace right now is if you would do the 50-month MA, which it should
Mhm.
automatically translate over when you do it. But we're still very limited here. You know, we got death crosses and everything else.
Let's get this 50-month.
I mean, this is our saving grace right now with the ETH Bitcoin pair, which tells me to still be cautiously bullish as long as the markets stay up.
Right.
So,
here we are at 0.52.
yeah.
I mean 0.052. Yeah, right here.
See, that's pretty much our saving grace right now is still staying above that level. But like I sent a chart to you the other day where I really see a big repeating pattern though of, and again, not trying to scare nobody, we're just trying to show what we think. But do you remember that chart I sent you the other day? And right there, I highlighted all that right there. See, we've already circled it, and this just keeps sticking out to me like a sore thumb, you know. And
Right here.
if we follow this pattern here, you're talking it takes us down to that 2-2 level or something, you know.
Yikes.
You know, 2-2-2-3 level if we follow that pattern. So there you go. The importance of the 50 holding. See the
This whole thing looks heavy, you know. It looks heavy. I had a little green box here. That was the optimistic scenario, and we're probably gonna try to run up and retest the 06 level.
Yeah.
It's looking less and less likely now. We had a good chance here. Couldn't get over the 0.056. Really, that was the key to take out the higher levels, but we'll see. You said the dollar index.
I'm still expecting one more move up on it though, and for December. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now
still expecting that one move, but yeah,
the dollar index is faltering. That means risk on assets get a little room to wiggle here. Look how this 9 played out on a weekly. Actually,
yeah.
a top. So now we're what? Reaching those Fibonacci supports. The 618 is very close. Then we have the 702 at 101, and ultimately, yeah, between 101 and 102 is where this could find support.
Well, and just how you got your midline going down through there, Kamil, losing that midline essentially. Like this is the kind of the last stop, and by losing this midline, you're talking we're going to go back into that whole downward channel there that we broke out of, and then now our ABC that me and you spoke about for ever,
right?
the ABC
With A being the top, with A being the top.
Well, A being your local low, and then this B that we just got in the ABC correction.
Oh, okay, I get that.
Yeah. A, B, and then C, which again takes you down to, pretty low. 99. Right. I mean, I had it set up around the 97, 97 range or something in that there, but again, don't be fooled by it. Don't be around 97. So that would be the C.
Okay, you want to see some dollar pairs now, since I think that's what most viewers would like to check out here.
And they would, but you got to understand, in these times, you want to find out what's outpacing Bitcoin and Ethereum,
Hmm.
and that'll be your winners moving forward. This is where people make a lot of trouble in cycles and are like, I wish I'd have caught the TRB bottom. Well, I wish I would have too. And I made a mistake of not checking the BTC pair to see it do a double hammer. If I would have looked at the BTC pair on TRB, I would have caught that bottom. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I was only, because here's what happened. I was only focused on, see the big double hammer down at the bottom we had, that double bottom pattern?
What you mean, like from here and
Yeah.
here?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, see, and if I would have been paying attention to the BTC pair, I would have saw this big W forming, you know.
Oh,
But I was too focused on USD or USDC or USDT, and then look, triple bottom all the way across there. See all that big triple bottom pattern? Boom, boom,
1,
boom.
2, 3, right? And it's
Uh,
it's looking like a huge range also, where most of these bars, um, this is the whole thing is looking like a range. We'll see if we ever get over this all-time high to the Bitcoin pair. Good chance for it too, right? Not so far off.
no, it's not. And then, like, if you look at like injective to the Bitcoin pair, and I know you say a lot of people like the USD pair, but this is how you pick winners out.
Yeah.
This is the way you pick winners out is by, and see everything's surged up just like that's a local top, just like over there you see that's all a topping pattern. And but here's
Mhm.
parabolic. See, we're still in a parabolic state. So, expect a retest down there for the correction, which we've already drawn out.
We're getting nines on the weekly. Could see a little bit of a cool off here.
I'm thinking it comes back in the USD pair to about 35 bucks, which I know that sounds like a lot. It is a lot. But again, when you see that's all topping patterns to me, Same
Right.
way here. And like you're looking at the USD pair, look at the double top basically. Of course that's 25, and then now you got this other little top here, but it's completely maxed out. The markets are just staying up, and it just looks like we're kind of repeating that middle section there. I can't see the dates because of our faces, but
Hold on. Let's change something. Where?
yeah, so it just looks like it's repeating between July and October to me.
Mhm.
You know,
Okay, you mean here?
no, the one before it.
You mean here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Okay.
all looks like that because we already did our U pattern, our topping U pattern. That
Mhm.
if you go from 2021 up to April in 2021, and then look at the current pattern we created from April till current, that's your U pattern.
Okay, right here.
U. Yeah, it's just it took longer to create it, but we still created it. So I I feel like we're probably going to repeat that pattern. There's a little bit more momentum going on for this right now. Um, and again, as long as it holds above $10, I don't care. So I'm not even really paying attention to the price on this. Once you get comfortable in knowing the numbers, if we can hold $10, we're game on to take out this high with no problem.
Okay. So would you rather focus on strong coins that have potential with the BTC pair?
Yeah, for sure. Or to the ETH pair. So like even if you would look at injective, you saw where it took out its high, but then well, not towards ETH, but again towards like Bitcoin, it took out its high, even
Yeah.
though the price was technically lower on the USD pair. And here we are again. Look, it's been in a parabolic curve ever since it's been made, ever since it came out. That's the beauty about this.
Yeah.
But you see, and this is something we've already highlighted, and now we're trading under it right now. Do you see the blue line?
Hmm.
So if we want to reclaim, we have to get back up above what is that number, Camille, currently?
The
Four
blue
six
line,
three. Yeah, 463. So
463.
yeah. So until we can actually get a firm reclaim above there, you would expect it to probably continue to bleed against the Bitcoin pair, down to at least probably down to potentially touch the parabolic curve, which would be,
Would be here
substantial drop. Yes, 50% drop.
50%, right?
Yeah, so don't get too excited. I mean, this is what the whole purpose of the market is. Bitcoin has to steal the show for a while. You can look at Bitcoin dominance if you want.
Sure.
This will tell us a lot. And then if you look at ETH dominance, you'll see how weak it is, even though the price.
Oh, that's a little move here. We're gonna try to pull again.
Well, we've actually broken out. If you draw a line from the top, we've already, from where we just topped at, we've already broken out of this small pattern here.
Little U here. I think a 5-day or a 4-day could show it better.
Well, that was nice. It showed the curve on there too. Whatever chart you was just on, it showed that real
That
nice.
was a weekly, nice curve, right?
See, and you see bearish, you see bullish divergence on the 5-day already building on the Scholastic. You see the curve getting ready to happen on the RSI.
Right here, yeah.
RSI is getting ready to cross over. We got a nice little, we got KDJ fighting midline. Fisher still staying above 0. But yeah, we're going after 58%.
Okay. Let's try a little extension here. Take this bottom, take this top, and take this bottom. Right. It's showing me 57 roughly. Just from that pull, but it could be 58, as you say. Because what's here? Yeah. The other point of resistance would be around here, 57.5.
Still good enough. I mean, you're talking, if we can get that kind of move on Bitcoin, it's really going to bleed the alts.
Yep. We're just talking about dominance. We're not talking about price.
Well, no, and price runs with the dominance here a lot of times. Even price will come down as dominance goes up. So we can still trade sideways here to really kind of build it up.
Yeah.
To really build up some pressure there.
Okay.
I like it. I like what the dominance Bitcoin, or you can look at ETH dominance and see that it's actually staggering, Oh, and we can go back to the BNB.
Yeah, just a minute. So here, this is Ethereum dominance.
Yeah, it's hurting.
It is hurting.
And this is where people get fooled, is they'll say, oh my gosh, okay, well, price is up in the 2000s, 2100. Well, look, let's be honest here. You're not going to see any real moves on Ethereum until we bypass 2230, 2250 range. It's just that simple. Until we truly bypass that area, you're not going to see any huge moves. You're going to see the stagnated moves. But when I see this is telling me it wants to come all the way back to around 10%. That's what it tells me.
Heavy like the Ethereum to Bitcoin type of vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see the big boys versus Bitcoin. So first we have BNB, Binance Coin, and it's hurting.
But still got some room to come. Still got, like you got there, the bottom of that one. Still got some room to come down there to even.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Hit a double bottom right there.
Even to here.
Yeah.
What
was that level?
This level?
4.4.
4.464.
Yeah. And what's the price at currently?
Yeah, 6. So that's another 26%.
Yeah. And so that would push you down around the 150 range, 150 to 185 in the dollar pair, depending on how it moves.
Unless we suddenly get some kind of breakout. It's been trying to do something, but failed every time.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is the descending trend line. Bump and run pattern?
No. No, because there's no run area.
There's no higher point
Yeah,
here, right? Above.
we have no run area. Yeah. So
Mhm.
this
Are
is
we?
just strictly reject. This is strictly downtrend rejection.
Let's see
Yeah.
higher time frames if we get something like reversal signals on TD. Well, we're getting something. Look,
I saw the 13 candle forming the other day when I thought we would turn, but then of course you had the bad news come out of the US where he pled guilty to charges and some money laundering and AML laws were being violated. Um,
right?
so
We're definitely getting oversold though here.
oh yeah, but look, I mean, look again though. Look at your indicators. The RSI looks horrible. The
Yeah,
Scholastic looks horrible. We tried to create a bullish divergence between April and like July, and it failed. So it's just fail after fail after fail after fail. I wouldn't touch this thing with a 10-foot pole until we get past it. Like I mean,
although
I wouldn't, huh?
I- I'll play devil's advocate. I like this bullish divergence on stochastic. Although it's only this one because neither RSI nor KDJ, not even Fisher, are showing similarities with bullish divergence, compared to stochastic. But that's a little bit of hope. Plus, we have the 13 and the 9 clustered together, which is a strong reversal signal. That's nothing to be ignored. So perhaps, as you say, all the way down here, but we have officially entered support zone.
Yeah, finally.
Finally,
Because
finally.
losing that 008 range there, Camille, is what's huge, Uh,
Look, mhm, that's the support.
yeah.
So maybe perhaps nibble here a little, see how it goes. Who knows?
I You know how
Oh,
I am. I would rather for it to break that line because once you break that line, the odds of a V-shaped recovery are way more
yeah,
applicable.
we have
Instead,
this dynamic with John where it's it's good because we complement each other, but John likes to see levels broken for confirmation and then to enter. I like to attack a bit earlier, but not going all in or just to see and just to nibble, get like a tiny amount just to test the waters, you know. Okay,
yeah, and that doesn't hurt you because I mean you're still talking what a 25% down, but if we would get a V-shaped recovery because all bad news is preceded by good news. Anything that comes out, as long as it ain't bad, it's going to be good. So this is ideal for a V-shaped recovery. The thing is, it's probably not going to V-shape until you probably hit that four.
yeah,
Until we see some more ETH, Bitcoin changes, how we always say structural changes.
yeah,
It's hard to be bullish on another Bitcoin pair. So maybe looking at the USD pair, how we always go with the 50-month MA on this BNB, which has always been key, the 50-month MA, which looks like we're testing it again right now. We got to be close to it right now. It hit our
yeah.
250 number that we anticipated,
Oh, definitely.
but then it
It
came right back down.
it never got to the 300. No, it did half the move we anticipated on the dot
Yeah,
up to here, 275. I think we even mentioned it in our videos.
we did.
Yeah. Okay, but now it's
Now,
not
do
a.
you have the 50 on there? This will tell you a lot on the 50-month because this is where we need to be. And I think that number still sets it around 228 or something. So,
Let's see right now.
and like you say, we're like you say, nibbling in. This is really about your only argument for the nibble in. Yeah, see, we're under it again.
Hmm.
See it?
Yeah, not good.
No. So this even, and that's a what, 10-day chart
Yeah,
and straight down there. You may get a bounce off on the KDJ. Still above zero on the Fisher. Yeah,
not
I don't
looking so hot. Not looking so hot.
and If I was a
Nice.
betting man, I would say there's probably a death cross setting up on the 50 and the 200 if I was a betting man. This looks like a perfect death cross setup to me, forming on some time frame. It looks perfect to me.
Okay.
Without ever
Just
looking at the indicators, it's telling me I'm thinking there's a death cross setting up somewhere. It's got to be on some time frame, 3 day, 1 week.
I can check it if you want.
Well, it just looks too perfect not to be a death cross setup. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Too many failed hits right there is telling me something's really brewing under the hood here for a tank.
Okay, that's BNB. What else is a big boy? Doge.
ADA,
Yeah.
Doge. We like Doge right now. It's really kind of one of the better ones setting up long term.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look good to the BTC pair, but USD pair, it's really good.
Yeah.
Stay above 4 cents. We should be happy.
Oh, we're back at 8. That's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Funky little waves here, like 1, 2. They're not even waves in the classic sense, but they're like it's like a ruffled sea pattern. You're just stuck in the range. You get these bursts.
You can label each 13 like an Elon tweet because basically when it's getting ready to tank, you get news out about it. Twitter's going to integrate it. It's going to be you're accepting American Express is going to start accepting Doge payment. All this stupidness.
Yeah, you got the Dogenals and Doge maps and stuff.
So we
Happening
lost
there.
parabolic trend there. We hit the 8.5 target, which we've had set up for a long time, but you see that big resistance area there. We again staying over 4 cents. We should be keep nibbling in. Keep on. ADA.
ADA. Oh, I kind of like it. It looks like a flag pattern. You see? Spike. And price is just stuck in this triangle. Interesting. Let's see a smaller frame.
The indicators didn't look good there though.
No, but you lose that perspective with other frames, but here it looks kind of like that. You know what I mean? Like here. Yeah. And usually that's a good sign.
Yeah, it's like this triangle is trying to break out of.
Right, and then you'll see it probably go to the upside, but who knows? Perhaps break down. More chances of not looking at the indicators, just at the candlestick patterns. Then this is pretty promising here. Reminds me of this is not a big coin, but
it's squeezing. Yeah. You see it starting to squeeze because you're getting lower highs and lower lows.
Look, because I just know a similar pattern. Do you remember what 88 looked like? Look here. Look here. And this is what happened ultimately, right?
Yeah.
So
that's over 20 days, which makes sense. So maybe looking at it on a 3-week chart for ADA might be better if you're thinking in that way.
3 week?
Well, you got to think this week, the 2-week closes. Well, the monthly closes in a couple of days. So really the monthly charts are going to be what's key. But so if you would look at 3-week, we don't look bad on the ADA pair. Thing is you just got this supreme resistance that's still stopping us in the USD pair at 40 cents.
Yeah.
And of course, we've said it all along. We're not really bullish until we cross 40 cents. But here's the retest. So that's kind of a positive note.
We've done something nice here. Yes. The breakout and retest.
Let's see, it closes in how many days?
5 days and 4 hours.
See, so this week, the 2-week, 3-week, and 1 week's all going to close at the same time.
Yeah, we just also need this line here.
So if you want to know what, and then you also got the monthly close as well, which the monthly close is in a couple of days. But when you get to Sunday, you want to start looking at the 1, 2, and 3 week charts.
Look, I
Yeah,
like that. I
just
like
try.
these indicators. Nice. Look. Boom. Boom. Especially here. What was the Fisher reading? It broke to the hook -6. That's nice. Probably going up now. Aiming for TD resistance at 2240. That's a bit high.
Yeah, but once we break 40 cents and really create some true support in there, it wouldn't be surprising for this thing to run up to 80, 90 cents on the dollar pair. So
Right. Then it would be in line with the Bitcoin pair because that's a double from here.
and again, our philosophy, it's always okay to pay more if you know it's going up. Put a
True.
side by side chart on it, and once you see it kind of starting to outpace Bitcoin, and we finally get past the 40 cent range, game on. It's like super game on. Go in the same time frame. Yeah, and we're trying. Look at the
Yep.
nice hook on the KDJ. RSI is starting to cross over. We're going to fight the midline. We're going to fight the midline Fisher. So I wouldn't expect too much more right now than 45 to 55 cents. But that's only if we get over 40 cents.
But this could be our next mover if
Could be.
well, yeah, things go well, and then there's not much resistance here, so popping out to 77 cents,
Yeah.
not
Be
a big
nothing.
deal. Yeah,
No,
or
it
even
wouldn't be nothing. Yeah.
right. Cool.
Now that is a monthly close. So yeah, 88 looks promising. I still wouldn't touch it until we're above 40 cents. So,
Okay. Right.
but again, the indicators are there, but these are like the perfect pump and dumps. This is what we're trying to tell you. Like a lot of these things are setting up really nice for a pump and dump setup.
Mm-hmm.
So
We've been ranging, trying to get over the 40. Haven't done so. So who knows? But as John said,
it's a triple top rejection right now.
yeah, or even quadruple. 1, 2,
Mhm.
3, 4.
Yeah.
It's knocking. It's okay to pay more if you know it's going up. These are the truest words ever spoken. Once we break and close above here, guys,
Game
I
on.
mean, yeah, but until then, just observe it. Find other options. Okay, you can set an alert, right?
Yeah. I mean, we see it every day, so you don't really need to set an alert, but
I'm saying if anybody's interested.
yeah, anybody can set an alert
Alert
for
game, very, very good tip because we work, we do other things too, and you don't have time to spend. Well, there are so many things going on. You just look at other parts, you forget. An alert would remind you that okay, something's happening here, and finally 40 cents has been tapped again.
yeah.
Okay, after this, Solana.
Yeah. You probably want to look at the Bitcoin pair, the ETH pair, and maybe have them both up. Maybe have the Bitcoin pair on one side, have the ETH pair over here.
Sure,
I,
Solana's not giving up yet.
no, but if we lose $51 on the USD pair, it's going to give up some stuff.
Okay, we
So,
have Solana to Bitcoin on the left, Solana to Ethereum on the right, and to ETH it looks good.
and what chart is that? Okay, so we're on shorter time frames now.
12-hour.
Yeah. So you'd probably want to look at like what's the monthly look like, maybe to give us kind of an idea of where we're setting at.
Well, the monthly, the RSI is creeping up on 50. And the Fisher just crossed zero. Stochastic is oversold. Overbought, I mean.
Yeah. So
And I want to see how far we are up the Fibonacci ladder. Okay, so technically this is the take profit area.
yeah.
Can go all the way to 888, but that's the ultimate stretch, I believe.
I feel like it's gonna keep just stagnating here.
Okay.
Back and forth, back and forth. And then like some people say they don't see the head and shoulders on the USD pair. Me, I'm seeing a double top here already on the Bitcoin pair. Probably get a double top rejection for the Bitcoin pair.
You mean like where, like not at the top, but here,
No,
right?
more like in there.
Okay.
Yeah, because your RSI is already starting to curve down. It's already starting to stretch out. Your Fisher is probably going to reject at the midline. The move up on the Scholastic, even when it closes, is still going to probably end up being a bearish divergence as well. So,
Yeah. Some
I mean,
shadows.
not bad overall. Not horrible overall. It feels like
Horrible.
this is one that's just trying to stay up as well,
Yep. Perhaps I should sell my Solanas now. The ones I bought at $18 or something.
I wouldn't do that until you make sure we keep rejecting the $60 level, but not lose 51. As long as we don't lose 51, we should be good.
Okay. I was buying here, bottom of this range.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm just thinking like, never be too greedy. Maybe cash out half of it, buy back on retrace for same money.
I have no problem getting in at $50 if I see it holds. I have no problem whatsoever. But right now, I'm not going to be a buyer until I see it break $60. When I see it break $60, then I know. I can't say I know, but I would feel more confident in a move to $75 to $120.
Do you like this reading and do you like this candle? The red one on top?
Well, no. Why do you think we sold?
Right. We don't like this candle here on the 6th day.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, not really cool.
I mean, stretched out all over the place. I mean, you look at these smaller time frames, oversold, stretched out. It needs to come back down. See, and then look over here to the Ethereum pair, and this is where it sticks out to you. You got your hidden bearish divergence setting up all the way back here in July till now.
And 5 ways up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to see it like that, even. Or 1, 2, 3.
I think it's the wave 3, and I think we're getting ready to enter wave 4.
Wave 4.
Yeah.
Take you to, yeah.
Yeah, we need about a 30% correction.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Why? Because you take it to here. Right? And that's 30% off the current price.
Which is still okay.
Yeah.
I would like for it, once it translates over to USD, but I would like to see it stay over, the $50 to $51 range, because that's where we completed the, inverse head and shoulders at. So in theory, you would like to stay above 51 for continuation. In theory, because that was the top of the. But you could also have the argument that the move from 51 to 68 was all FOMO, which I believe it was. Personally, I believe it was.
AVAX to
I like AVAX.
So it's the same chart. Wait, why didn't this change? Here. AVAX to Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Okay. Had a little nice run. But now we see a 9.
The faucet, the leaky faucet.
Leaky faucet could be the start of it here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody faucet.
Until we would convincingly create $22 as support, I wouldn't touch it. Because once you get $22 as support, we're probably going to come up to $29 and as high as $50 to the $53 range. So until then, I'm not touching it. I already took my profits at $22, which it was a call we made, guys. Come join us on our, personal Telegram channel there at Expo Study. But we called it to 22. Any move after that I thought was FOMO kicking in.
Yeah.
And this kind of justifies that move. It was a good call.
Great.
And
get
over $22, create that as support. I'd feel more comfortable because then I feel like that would be wave 3. This looks like big wave 1. Wave 2 should roughly take us down to 17-ish range. Just looking at it, maybe even the 14 to 18 range. Get some real good support in that area, and then boom, up to $50.
That would be spectacular.
That's what I'm anticipating. What do you think?
Yeah, it would follow Solana's price action in a sense, Now,
do you want to look at a chart that I feel like is going to get ready to surprise?
Sure. RLC?
That one too, but I like Atom.
Okay. 2 Bitcoin?
Both of them.
Okay. Let's see Bitcoin here. And let's see the dollar on the left this time. Okay.
What do you see?
I see a double bottom here on the dollar pair. And here I like Fisher in terms of indicators. Do you want to say bump and run?
Well, we're working on the run line, but we're not there yet. Yeah.
Here?
No, you had it in the right place.
Had it here.
Yeah, and then you'd have to bring your other one out too, and it'd come out to roughly the 004 range or so. But
yeah, I know.
And look what we're doing now. We're retesting essentially the $9 range, really kind of knocking in some support in there on the USD pair.
Yeah.
I like this one because what we're doing is the faucet started leaking, but it picked right back up to start again.
Yeah, right here.
It picked right back up. And now it's doing a mini V. And again, right now my first target is 11.75, but ultimately I got this thing triple topping around $16 $15 to $16. I feel that this is my December. The December to remember will be with Adam.
All right.
Yeah, this is the one that, and like a catch up, like what the ones we recommended in November. Like look at SNX, it's still setting up very nicely. So there you go, and that's why. Well, you got 1150 or so up there, but
even 12.
Yeah,
12.
I still like it. I think this one is setting up to surprise, especially if you look at like smaller time frames. But
let's see.
No, you're good. You keep on rolling. Just roll through some charts. Couple that's really kind of piquing my interest, which actually I can't say it's piquing my interest now because it went up 35% today. But SEI, that was piquing my interest. MDT, I missed out on that one because we make too many calls. So sometimes we miss out on ones when we make too many calls.
I think SSV also, as you said today.
SSV, I love it. Yeah, which can't buy it.
Look,
Look, we mapped this thing out already. Look at it. Tell me it's not moving exactly. And we mapped this out, what, in August?
I
Last
believe
August?
when we started.
Yeah, we mapped this out back in August, and I'm still, where are we at now, Camille? 26, and I got it going to 33 as a take profit. And look how we haven't touched this drawing. Am I right? We haven't touched it at all.
We haven't. This is our original.
And look how our little of ways we anticipate it going. Working
Mm,
out. If it hits that $33 number and rejects there, bro, that lets you know to start buying again in that area. That'll consolidate in there before it ultimately goes up to the 50s.
right.
It's beautiful, man. Look at the indicators. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at I mean, they're just, you don't ask for much better than that.
Definitely. Look, we've broken out of this whole range, conquering this little hump. So what's
Yeah.
next? Oh, over here. 31, 33.
Look at the notes I made on there. I mean, they're right on par. I said, look, 11.95 to $20 was all consolidation. And look what it did. Stop loss, 11.95. You know, of course, I put the stop loss in there not too long ago, but pretty much right on.
Say.
Haha, man.
Hmm.
What do you think?
Well, rocket ship.
Let's go by, but
Nothing stopping it. There's nothing.
nothing. I mean, we're stretched on the RSI. We're stretched on the Fishers. We're stretching on the KDJ. We're starting to stretch. Don't get me wrong. But count the waves. That's
I'll start here. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4. This is wave 5.
Yeah. 75 cents.
That's asking for a lot, but who knows? Yeah, 51, 52.
And I've noticed that here lately we've been hitting the fib 361 a lot.
Let's see where that is. That's gonna be like $1.
Yeah.
It's 86 cents.
Yeah. I'm anticipating a nice push here. Look at your like 3-day, and there's not much to go on. So this is why I've been looking at smaller time frames to really kind of get it. You know, we're still nice on. We're not oversold on RSI yet. We are maxing a little bit on the RSI or Scholastic. Fisher's still got plenty of room to still move up. It's curving hard. What do you think? You think it's realistic we can get up to 80 cents?
Yes, it is. Because now I say that because markets have surprised many times, and yeah, definitely. At least push up to 50. Let's try that. Psychological 50, you know?
Well, if we'd have had this meeting yesterday when it was already piquing my interest, and I said, grab this thing, which I actually set a little lower. I said, try to grab it around 18 cents, and it only came back to 20 cents. But luckily, I saw it, and I saw some strength starting to form, and I picked it up at 21 cents. So I only swung 10%. And this time of the market, I'm only trying to get 10%. I'm not being greedy. Any money's good money to make right now. I'm happy with it.
Very nice play.
Yeah.
All right, one more.
What's on your mind?
I was looking at Tia.
Tia is very unique right now. It's rejecting right where I anticipate it keeps rejecting it.
Yeah.
If we don't get over the 650 to 670 range, I still anticipate it to keep coming down.
Okay. So
smaller time frames really kind of help you here on this one.
Mm-hmm. This is the 12-hour. You can go to the
I was
6 hour.
upset and I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize, but
No,
I
it's
was
okay.
really upset with myself because I thought I put the signal out to the group to say buy on breakout of $5.85, take profit around 630 to 650. And I didn't send it to the group, and I didn't buy it either. I was
Okay.
hesitant. And anytime I feel a source of doubt in my trades, I usually don't act.
Must have been that 10% almost. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And because I was looking at smaller time frames with the 50 and the 50 and the 200s, and it was breaking, and I saw what was so key about 585, but you see the resistance area there as well for 585.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Now, do you see what I'm talking about with like the 666 650 area, how it's really hindering us?
Yeah.
But
What?
we get past that, we're probably going up to around $9.
Yeah, because then we tackle this high and get over it.
Yeah.
This is a flimsy one. All right. Hey, John. Anything else?
What was the one I sent to the group there today that I said let's keep an eye on?
RLC?
Huh? No, I said throw $100 at it. It's worth it just because it's new. The Oracle.
Pyth.
Pyth. Yes. I like the setup.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of buzz now.
Oh, it really?
Yeah, it's getting a lot of buzz.
I read a little bit on it. I don't completely understand how it operates, but and this is where smaller time frames really kind of help you out. But
We don't have history on it, so
46 cents. We get past 46 cents. This thing can run up. I believe it can run up pretty hard. 70-cent range.
yep. Let's take a pull.
Go ahead, we'll do a pull. And
73.
yeah, that's what I'm anticipating. But I wouldn't probably be a buyer until we really get over that 46-cent range.
Okay.
Well, I can't be a buyer anyway. Sad.
We're still limited. We're still limited.
Yeah. So out of all of them, which one you like the best?
Adam and Ada.
I like SSV. It's moving exactly as we anticipated. This one is super clean too, man. This is pretty clean. You got a nice little break on Scholastic RSI. KDJ looks pretty decent. You're starting to test the midline here soon on the Fisher. So
this one's cool too. One more trend line here.
And Ada does look good. You're right about Ada as well.
Just stick to this trend line. Take you up and then parabolic.
The Ada would look good if you send me one too.
Right.
Man.
You got to come over one day. Don't be shy.
Man, put me on the cargo.
Get on the boat.
That's how my family came anyway, so they ain't gonna hurt me none. Anyways.
Trace your roots. Okay. Thank you for today. Guys, follow us. Patience is key. We'll be around and we'll make some waves in the industry, so stick with us.
Keep
Patience is key. Keep an eye out.
Always think like a whale.
Think like a whale philosophy.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Kamil. Appreciate your time, my man.
Goodbye. Thanks.